there.
Hi there. Hey, I'm ready to hit the ground.
Hello, can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you loud and clear. Let's get started.
Could you change your accent? Could you use a British accent speaking with me?
Absolutely, I can do that. I'll switch over to a British accent for you and we can carry on from here.
Could you use a strong British accent?
Of course, I'll lean into a stronger British accent for you. So from now on, I'll just keep it a bit more distinct and we'll carry on like this.
Okay, and could talk with me, but I have nothing in my mind. Could you come up some topic with me?
Absolutely, no problem at all. Let's see. How about we chat a bit about travel? You can tell me if there's anywhere in the UK or anywhere else you're interested in, and we can just go from there and practice a bit of English that way.
Pardon? You speak too fast for me, actually.
No worries at all. I'll slow it down for you. We'll keep it nice and steady. So let's just take it step by step and go as slowly as you need.
Okay, let's go ahead.
All right, let's do that then. We'll keep it slow and easy. We'll just chat a bit and you can let me know if at any point you want me to slow down even more.
Okay.
Great. We'll take it step by step then. Just let me know whenever you need to pause or if you want to switch topics. We'll keep it nice and relaxed.
Pardon?
Of course, no problem. I'll keep it nice and relaxed and we can just go at your pace. Let me know anytime if you need me to repeat or slow down a bit more.
Okay.
Perfect. We'll keep going just like that. Feel free to jump in whenever you're ready and we'll take it easy.
I'm ready, and you can start.
All right, let's dive in then. We'll just have a nice, easy chat and I'll keep that British accent rolling. Here we go.
Okay.
Brilliant. Let's keep it going then. We'll just chat naturally and you can let me know anytime if you need anything.
Okay, you ask me questions. You should ask me questions.
Absolutely, I can do that. All right, let me ask you a question then. Is there any place in the UK you'd love to visit, or maybe a place you've already been and to talk about?
The place I loved most is Trafalgar Square. I don't know if I pronounced it correctly.
You did pretty well. It's actually pronounced Trafalgar Square, but you were very close. And that's a great spot to love. It's right in the heart of London and there's always something going on there.
Trafalgar Square? Trafalgar?
Yeah, you've got it now. It's pronounced Trafalgar Square. That sounds perfect. So now you know how to say it, and we can chat a bit more about it if you like.
In the center of Trafalgar Square, there is a statue, and it's very tall. And the foundation of that statue, I like to climb up on the foundation, sit here, and see the city.
That sounds like a lovely way to enjoy the view. And just to adjust your sentence a bit, you can say, in the center of Trafalgar Square, there's a very tall statue. I like to climb up on the base of that statue, sit there, and look at the city. That keeps it nice and simple, and it's a great way to describe it.
Okay, let me try it again. In the center of how to say it? Sorry. What square?
No problem at all. It's Trafalgar Square.
Trafalgar.
So you can just say...
Could you say it slowly, and could you 分解这个单词吗？Trafalgar Square.
Of course, let's break it down. It's pronounced as Trafalgar Square. So you can just say it slowly like that, Trafalgar Square. Take your time with each part. And
Trafalgar Square. Okay, what's the meaning of Trafalgar? Is this a English word?
You're saying it really well now. So Trafalgar actually comes from the name of a famous naval battle, the Battle of Trafalgar. It's not just a regular English word, it's actually a place name that was named after that historical event. So that's the little story behind it.
Could you tell me the story and you please don't speak too fast.
Absolutely, I'll keep it nice and slow. So the story is that Trafalgar Square is named after the Battle of Trafalgar, which was a very important naval battle in 1805. It was fought by the British Royal Navy, led by Admiral Nelson, against the French and Spanish fleets, and it was a big victory for Britain. So that's how the square got its name, and that's the little bit of history behind it.
Trafalgar Square, okay. In the center of Trafalgar Square, there is a very tall statue, and I like to climb up the base of the statue, sit there, and see the city view.
That was really good. You put it together very nicely. Just a tiny tweak, you can say sit there and look at the city view, but overall that was really well done.
Sit there and look at the city view. Just stay there and look at the city view.
Exactly, you've got it. Just sit there and look at the city view. That sounds perfect. You're doing really well, so let's keep it up.
Okay, and on the top of that statue, there is a man, I think. Do you know who is he? Or her? Or she?
Yes, absolutely. So on top of that statue is actually a man. It's a statue of Admiral Nelson, the naval hero from the Battle of Trafalgar. So that's the figure you see up there, and that's who's at the top of the column.
Okay. Trafalgar, is this a place of UK?
Yes, exactly. Trafalgar Square is a place in the UK. It's right in the centre of London, and it's a very famous public square.
No, I mean the battle, the place of the battle, Trafalgar.
I see what you mean. So the Battle of Trafalgar itself didn't take place in the UK. It actually happened at sea off the southwest coast of Spain near Cape Trafalgar. So that's where the name comes from. But the square in London is named after that battle.
Okay, this Trafalgar, maybe it's a word come from Spain.
Exactly, that's pretty much right. So the name Trafalgar does come from that area near Spain, near Cape Trafalgar, and that's where the battle took its name from. And then the square in London got named after that battle. So there's a little bit of a connection to that region in Spain.
Okay, and could you tell me the man's name again, that hero?
Absolutely. His name is Admiral Nelson, or more fully, Admiral Horatio Nelson. He's the naval hero who led the British fleet in the Battle of Trafalgar, and that's the statue you see up there in the square.
And I noticed there are 4 lines at the base of the statue.
Yes, exactly. Those 4 lions are really famous. They sit at the base of Nelson's column, and they're kind of iconic. They were added later on, and a lot of people like to sit by them or take photos with them. So you're absolutely right. They're a big part of the square's look.
Oh, you just said column? What column? Could you repeat it?
Of course, I said Nelson's column. So the statue of Admiral Nelson stands on top of a tall column, and that's why it's called Nelson's column. So it's just the tall structure that the statue's on top of.
It's a Nelson column. Okay. Maybe I could say the statue. Maybe I could call the statue Nelson column.
Exactly, you've got it. You can just call the whole monument Nelson's Column, and that includes the column itself and the statue of Nelson on top. So you've got the name perfectly now.
Okay, and sometimes I near the square there is a big museum. I think I haven't got into the museum. 我不知道这个表达对不对，我没有进去过那个博物馆，但从外面看还蛮不错的。
You're expressing it really well. You can just say something like, sometimes when I'm near the square, there's a big museum nearby. I haven't gone inside yet, but it looks pretty nice from the outside. And that's a perfectly clear and simple way to say it. You're doing great.
I haven't got inside the museum, but it looks perfect from outside.
Yes, that sounds great.
Sometimes I sit the Nelson column and I face the museum. It's beautiful. And could you tell me the name of that museum?
Absolutely. That museum is called the National Gallery. It's right there in Trafalgar Square, and it's got a beautiful view and an amazing collection of art inside. So now you know the name. It's the National Gallery.
It's National Gallery. What's the difference between the National Gallery and the British Museum?
That's a great question. So, the National Gallery mainly focuses on paintings and artworks, especially from the European tradition. Meanwhile, the British Museum is more about historical artifacts and objects from all around the world. So, you'll find things like ancient sculptures, mummies, and historical artifacts there. So, in short, the National Gallery is all about art, and the British Museum is all about history and artifacts.
The National Gallery，收费吗？这个用英文该怎么说？
You can say, does the National Gallery charge an entrance fee? And that's a simple way to ask if there's a fee to get in.
Yes, does the National Gallery charge the entrance fee? I know I can say. I can say, could I buy a ticket for entering the National Gallery? Correct me.
Yeah. Of course, you can say, could I buy a ticket to enter the National Gallery? Or do I need to buy a ticket to go inside the National Gallery? That's a nice
Could I
simple way.
need to buy a ticket to go inside the National Gallery? Could I need to buy a ticket to go inside the National Gallery?
Yes, that's perfect. You got it exactly right. You can just say, would I need to buy a ticket to go inside the National Gallery? And that's a perfect way to ask.
Okay, you answered me a question. Let's talk. Let's go ahead. Our conversation.
Absolutely. Let's keep it going. I'll go ahead and ask you another question, and we'll just continue our chat from there.
No. You should answer my question. Could I need to borrow a ticket for entering to go inside the National Gallery?
Oh, I see. Got it. Well, the answer is actually that the National Gallery is free to enter. You don't need to buy a ticket for the main collection, so you can just walk in and enjoy the art. Sometimes they have special exhibitions that might cost money, but the main part is free.
Okay, thank you. And let's continue to talk about the last square, Trafalgar Square.
Sure, let's keep talking about Trafalgar Square then.
Trafalgar Square.
Yes, you've definitely got it down now. Trafalgar Square sounds perfect the way you're saying it. So let's keep going and explore a bit more about the square or anything else around it.
Okay, I remembered there is a small convenience store near the square. Sometimes I went to the store to buy a drink, and sometimes I got the square. I passed by the square at night, I also would like to spend some time sitting on the base of Nelson's column. But there is a problem. At night, the toilets are closed, so I have to go to the nearby subway station to pee. And I noticed the station said it's a private station. I don't know the meaning. The subway station, the metro station, it's belong to a belong to a person. It's a private 财产 properties.
Sure, let me clarify that for you. So, in this case, when they say it's a private station, they usually just mean it's managed by a private company rather than being part of the main public transport network. It's not someone's personal property, it just means it's run by a private operator. So, that's all it means, and you explained the rest really well.
You should correct my expression first. Tell me the words or the sentences that I need to I should that have no you know, do you know what I mean?
Absolutely, I get what you mean. Let's correct that a bit first. So you can say something like, sometimes I pass by the square at night and I like to sit on the base of Nelson's column. But the problem is that at night the toilets are closed, so I have to go to a nearby station to use the restroom. And then about the private station, we can just say, I noticed it's privately operated, so I was wondering what that meant. So just a few small tweaks and you've got it perfectly.
You speak too fast.
No problem, I'll slow it down. So the corrections are simple. You can say, sometimes I pass by the square at night and sit on the base of Nelson's column. The problem is that the toilets are closed at night, so I have to go to a nearby station to use the restroom. And about the station, you can just say, I noticed it's privately operated, which just means it's run by a private company. I hope that helps, and let me know if you need me to slow down even more.
No, maybe you could search the internet, the name of that metro station. I remembered it's a private station.
So it sounds like the station you're thinking of might be Charing Cross or Embankment Station, both of which are really close to Trafalgar Square. They're not exactly privately owned in the sense of personal property, but they're part of the public transport network. So I hope that clears it up a bit.
Sorry, you speak too fast. I don't understand you. I can't understand you. I can't. I can't. I can't. I can't or I can't. Which is
No worries.
correct?
Got it. I'll slow down and clarify. So the correct form is I can't when you're speaking. I can't is just the contraction of I cannot. So you can say I can't understand you if you're having trouble, and I'll make sure to slow down a bit more.
Sorry. Pardon?
Of course, let me say that more slowly. The correct way is to say I can't when you mean I cannot. So you can say I can't understand you, and I'll slow down so it's easier for you to follow.
Okay, I can't understand you, and please slowly. Please slowly. Slowly.
Absolutely, I'll speak more slowly for you. So just let me know if this pace works better. We'll take it nice and easy.
You can slower more, I think.
Of course, I can slow down even more. I'll keep it nice and slow, and we can go at whatever pace is comfortable for you. Just let me know if this speed is good.
Okay, answer my question. Search the internet and tell me the name of that metro station and 确认 that metro station 是否是一个 private station。Okay. Let me add something. It's on the if I face south. If I face south, the south direction, the metro station is on my left side, left hand direction.
Alright, after checking, it looks like the station you're talking about is likely Charing Cross Station. It's on the south side of Trafalgar Square, and it would be on your left if you're facing south. It's not actually a private station in the sense of being individually owned, it's part of the public transport network. So I hope that clears it up. And I've kept it nice and slow for you.
好的，Now you summarize my，你现在总结我们今天的对话，然后分析一下我说英语的问题，尤其是句子组织方面的问题，我不知道该怎么造句，而且有的时候我遇到一个词不会说我就卡住了，是否有一些方式我能换一种说法去讲它，然后再给我一些学习建议，然后主要是归纳一些好的句子，告诉我该怎么用吧，包括我说的和你说的。
Absolutely, let's sum up. So today we mainly talked about Trafalgar Square, Nelson's Column, and the National Gallery. You did a great job practicing those names and phrases. In terms of sentence organization, you did well, but sometimes you got a bit stuck on how to phrase things simply. For example, when you were talking about the station, you can just say, there's a station on my left if I'm facing south. And if you don't know a word, you can just try to describe it in a simpler way, like a playful at the train stop, if you forget the word station. So my main advice is if you can't think of a word, just try to explain it in simple terms. And keep practicing those straightforward sentences like we did. Over time, you'll get more comfortable. Great job today.
Okay, thank you.